What's up? I'm here. It's loading.
This is my room.
Hold up. My bad, y'all. Let's get it. We back.
Well, I really don't see what it has to do with me at all.
The village looks up to you. I just think that what's been happening with Mr. Coles and Mrs. Boughton and the others, that people need somewhere to talk, to feel safe.
Perhaps they don't think that your church is somewhere they feel particularly safe.
I don't need your forgiveness, Wendy. Or theirs. Whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. Romans chapter 2, verse 1.
Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. It's not my judgment you should be worried about, Father. But fine. I'll talk to Barbara. Ask her to put a note up in the surgery about an extra service. Will that do?
So yeah, man. I don't know. I still don't know what's going on, y'all. But we gonna find out. Still trying to figure out where we going. Following this light. There's Jeremy. The radio.
The magnetic field is causing disruptions to phone signals and the rest of the electrics. There are voices on the line. It's 4 a.m. Maybe everyone is up looking at the light show. There's a mark on this door.
You have to make a decision, Lizzie. Especially now.
I do love him, Father. I love them both.
He's married. There are other people involved in this.
Oh, I hardly think that anyone's in the position to claim the moral high ground, do you?
Well, I take your point about Stephen and Robert, but I think Kate might see things differently.
Do you? I mean, she's not screwing anyone else, pardon my French, but she spends all day and night locked up in that observatory. Stephen says they barely see each other. That's hardly a marriage, is it?
Let's put all her business out there. I think that's where we need to go, is the observatory, because it's going crazy. We can't go nowhere. At least not yet. Actually, I mean, for a game, you don't do a whole lot in. This is very, very intriguing. I hear a phone ring. Where is it? I hear it, but I don't know where it's at. It don't sound like a payphone, it sound like a house phone. And it's coming from, where is it at? So I'm playing this on headphones, y'all, so here it's on the other side of this. It's in that car.
Visual and auditory distortions are becoming more frequent, along with mild convulsions to the left side, all of which support a preliminary diagnosis of intracranial hypertension, occurring as a result of a substantial and rapidly expanding tumor, originating, I believe, within the hypothalamus. Cognitive functions are currently unimpaired, aside from this crippling headache. Hemorrhaging is becoming more frequent, with darker clots passing through the nasal passages primarily. I believe I am dying. This is certainly not flu or anything else. of what looks almost like, if I had to try and find a description, liquid light. I cannot explain this phenomenon.
Wow.
Dr. Reed, here you are. There's a queue of patients a mile long out there.
Just send them to the village hall with the others, please, Bob.
Doctor, people are scared. Mrs. Gables just called me and said her husband's vanished. She was very frightened. She said there was blood coming up from his ears and his
What
nose.
the hell do you want me to do? Until they lift the quarantine, we're not going anywhere. Just tell them to drink plenty of fluids, stay warm, and follow the instructions on the radio.
Dr. Phil, please, you have a duty to your patient. Nose.
That was crazy. That's a computer right there. I'm gonna have to jump on that in just a second, y'all. Wow. See what's going on down here. Get away. At the house I came in, yeah, I came in here earlier. Pro tip, y'all, if y'all want to move fast, to hold down R1. That ain't work. Something. I can't get to the backyard. There's some out here. There's something, missed something in this house? the radio. It's a, no. There's something else. Well, that might be the radio going back in the cycle. And she reading off that code. I really hear it now. You can't get to the backyard. What's in here?
It wasn't just some distortion of physics. I may not understand it yet, but it wasn't an accident. All of the clocks, what happened at Tower 6, it's just not random. There's an effort. An attempt to communicate.
Back at the church house. Oh, this is the lady he's trying to get. Excuse me, y'all. I pulled it, but y'all didn't hear it.
Doesn't even reach the back fence, silly old bugger.
Well, loaves and fishes we can manage, but
Father
garden
Jeremy,
design's a little beyond.
might I have a word?
Mrs. Boyles, of course. Meg, will you excuse us, please?
See you back at Charlie's later. Cheerio, Wendy.
I was speaking to Barbara. She said there were some irregularities about Mary's morphine.
Good grief. I mean, those are private medical records. Barbara should know better than to be discussing that sort of thing with you. If Dr. Wade finds out, he'll have no choice but to suspend her. Damn it, Wendy! Your brother is grieving. Mary was sick for a long time, and I'm glad it's over for her. Go and support Frank. He needs you now.
God knows what you did. He sees. I just break and overlook Mary's weakness, but you, a man of the cloth,
If you have an issue with-
bring shame on this parish.
If you have an issue with me, I suggest you write to the Bishop of the Diocese. I have parishioners to attend to. Excuse me.
Now they're saying, now I guess he being accused of being a murderer. And here's our next red light here at the church house. Everything is slowed down. Why is... That's kind of weird. Why is this blocked off? Why is everything in here so... Oh. Okay. You're doing it. The trying to figure out what's going on. I can't open up any of the doors. I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing here. It's weird seeing that light go over the altar. Just heard something. Is it weird that I hear birds but don't see them? I can't get back there, so I'm gonna dip out. All these empty parts. The high school, the football field.
What about the station?
That's shut down too. So there's no way in or out of the valley. They're obviously serious about this flu thing.
Phil doesn't think it's flu at all. He said he's been practicing medicine for 30 years and he's seen plenty of flu, and he said this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, there's nothing of any use on the radio.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Have you started?
Yes, but to be honest, there's not really that much to discuss. This quarantine is in place. There's roadblocks and everything. No one really seems to know anything, but people are definitely missing. More of them too, not just a couple of old biddies. No one's seen the Sullivans since yesterday, and the house is just sitting there unlocked.
I just got back from the farm. All of Frank's cows died in the night. He's devastated.
Poor man, hasn't he had enough for 1 year? First Mary and now this.
Well, if no one's coming in to sort this mess out, we're just going to have to do it ourselves. Barbara, get Phil to do a stock take on medication. Jeremy, put the word out for people to congregate at the village hall. It's best we get everyone in one place for the time being. Good. I'll organise supplies. We'll have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. There's plenty at the depot, but let's start with what's here in the village. I'll draw up a rota. Charlie, you help me with that?
Anything for you, Meg?
I'll head out into the valley and scoop up the isolated families and check in with Lizzie Graves at the camp. Has anyone seen or heard anything from Stephen Appleton or his wife?
This is really weird, y'all. We learning something that went down. So we're gonna have to find out and see what else is happening. And then out to the ball field. But the ball field. Back down there. Just houses in the countryside. Y'all notice something? It'll never get dark. Like it'll get some shade or something, but it'll never get dark. Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go back the other way I saw on the way over here. Cause that would just be in a big circle. But yeah, man, I still can't wrap my head around. Like, I know about the real Rapture, the one in the Bible. Is just, this is, nobody's here. And I hear something. And it's close. This is where the dude's cows died. I'm guessing, but I think. Another radio.
Electrical failures all over Tower 6. The light is flowing like liquid. Its sense of purpose is overwhelming. There's something in... Stephen? Stephen, is that you?
This is dude house. We've been here. Okay. Head back around. Road is closed. Police ain't even there.
I've been recording the pattern for 3 hours and so far have accumulated over 3 megabytes of binary data. The pattern does not, at this point, seem to be part of any recognizably closed loop, but there remains symmetry, despite the conflicts.
Okay, we behind the field now. Let's see what else is out here. Oh, you got a drop top.
Meg?
Uh-oh.
Meg, are you here?
Here, I'm in the lounge.
There are too many empty houses tonight. Most of the village is gone now.
My head's killing me. Have you listened to the phones?
No, I thought they were in bed.
There's a strange kind of static now. I think I heard numbers in it. It sounded like the American woman.
Kate? She's still alive. No one's seen her.
Is Charlie back?
Not yet, no. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Father. Listen, you go on ahead. I'll just rest here a little longer.
Sleep well.
Might as well run up the light bill, right? Alright, y'all, my eyes getting heavy. Going to sleep, y'all. Going to sleep. Till next time.